Hello, I am HQ of HQ Reacts. If you have made it this far and you're not subscribed, please hit the like button and subscribe and share. If you find me on other social media platforms, please follow me. And you might find me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. Hey, y'all. Hey, you all. Now, this particular live stream is related to how we navigate this financial landscape, right? How we navigate getting through to the other side. So I took it upon myself to be proactive because that's what you got to do. In this day and age, you got to be proactive. You got to be proactive with your money, right? Very proactive. So, that being said, what I did was, remember last time I talked to y'all, I told y'all to seriously write down the money that you spend, every month on stuff. The money that you spend on stuff every month. I was honest. I took a brutal assessment of mine, right? Electric, gas, water, all that kind of stuff, right? So I started with writing all that stuff down, and I wrote down exactly what I spent for a month and a half, for 2 months, for a month and a half. And I was like, damn, I spent a lot of money, right? So this is what I came up with for my assessment, right? So I wrote down the income that I make every month. I wrote that down. Then I took the major bills. Those were the first things that I took. I was like, okay, if you don't get control of your if you don't get control of your mortgage, your car note, your insurance, and wait a minute, what else? Mortgage, car note, insurance, utilities, and your credit cards. If you don't get control of those things, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it past this depression or this stagnation. It's gonna be something. One of those. Stagnation or depression is gonna be one of those. You ain't gonna make it. So I took the first thing. That was a month ago. I went to my mortgage company. I went to the mortgage company and said to them, what options do you have for me if I have a problem paying my mortgage? Not that I have a problem. I've never been late, right? So, never had a problem. But I wanted to see how they could help me, lower my mortgage. How could I do that? So they took me around the rosy and everything like that. And we finally got to the point where they said, okay, loan modification. I was like, okay, dip in income. If you have a dip in income and you ask for a loan modification, they will take you through, your mortgage and your validating your expenses and all that good stuff. And they will give you a loan modification, or they will redo your loan, or they will do however they need to do it. So I'm in the process of doing that right now. 2, car people, my car. I said, I called them up just straight out the blue, just called them up. I don't give a shit. I don't care. At these particular points, I haven't been late on anything. I've never been late on anything. So before you're late on anything, or if you missed the payment or so, call your car people up pronto. So I called them up. They said, you have some options. You have some options. Do you want to, depending on how long you done had the car, can you remodify the loan? Can I get somebody else to buy the loan? How can I do it? Well, we can suspend your payments for 4 months. I said, suspend the payments for 4 months, and then they be due in July. This is when I talked to them about it. Or 4 months. They said, yeah, we can suspend your payments for 4 months. Right? 4 months. So that is an option that they can help you, that can help you if your loan payment is, or your car payment is too high, right? So they can suspend it. So I asked for that. But this is I'm only using it, I'm putting it in my back pocket just in case I need to use that, right? Just in case I need to use that, because a lot of people don't know they can get their car suspended. That can be suspended. They can modify the loan. They can do whatever, but they can do it. Third thing I did, I talked to my utility people. They told me they can defer the payment, or they can put the payment on the back end of what you owe, like every month, a portion of what you owe to the back end. I said, okay, so that's going to be in my back pocket right there if I need to do that. But what I did do specifically, was I called up my credit card companies. What I did was I took all of the balances from all of my credit cards and I put them on one credit card. So that one credit card, the 17%, that's how much that credit card was. They said we could lower the credit. We can lower the amount, the interest amount. We can lower the interest for 1 year. We can lower the interest for 1 year, and we can skip one payment, and then lower the interest for 1 year. So that's in the back pocket right there. So I'm saying this is a informational where before you even try to have a problem, going to have a problem before something comes up. Because see, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. Food is going to go up. Whereas milk costs around $3 now, milk is going to go up to maybe $4. Milk is $3 now. It may go up to $4. Things are going to rise. Prices are going to rise. So I'm trying to anticipate food prices and things that are going to cost me more money. Because just for example, food may cost me $500 a month. In the next couple of months, it's going to cost me around $650 to $700 a month for food. Because y'all know if you go to the store and you buy 4 bags of groceries, that's damn near $100. So I'm saying let's anticipate the food money going up. Walmart already said they raising the prices. Amazon raising the prices. So that means other folks are going to start raising their prices, their food prices. You see how crazy they got. No, not like now. Food prices not like now. When I ain't never heard Walmart announce that they gonna raise prices on nothing. They did price here, price there, price here, price there. No, Walmart came out and announced that they was gonna raise their stuff, raise the bulk of their pricing. We ain't never had that ever. So they're gonna raise the prices. We don't know how much they're gonna raise the prices on what their stuff is. Everybody and their mama I know shop at Walmart. Damn near everybody I know, even the rich people sometimes. So if Walmart gonna raise their prices, you know other ones gonna raise their prices. So I'm anticipating. I pay $500 in food now. That means I'm anticipating that my food bill is going to go up at least $150. Instead of being 500, it's going to be like 650. Okay, so fine. Where am I going to get that extra 150 from every month? Or extra 150 to pay for food? The only place I can get it from is to get it off of my the car note ain't gonna change. My mortgage probably ain't gonna change. Utilities probably gonna be the same. So the only thing is the weird stuff that will change. Cable, my credit cards, that kind of stuff is the only stuff that probably will change enough for to cover this food that's gonna come. So my credit card bill, just for example, my credit card balance is $1,000 a month. I negotiated it down from 17% to 3%. So now they're gonna charge me. They're not gonna charge me the $1,000. They're gonna charge me $400 a month they're gonna charge me $400 a month for 1 year. Then I got to go 2 years without a late payment or anything else, and then I can do another reduction. So I took that option. For my credit card. I took that option. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw my money at that. I'm gonna throw my money at that credit card. Throw my money at the credit card, so I can chunk it down, right? If they let me, So I'm in the process of the electric company. I'm in the process of negotiating with all of these folks. I'm negotiating everything because I just anticipate. I'm anticipating because I'm not going to be paying out the same amount of money and shit is going up and I ain't getting no saving. Shit is going up and I'm not able to pay for it. And then I run into problem. I ain't never been late on a bill. I ain't never been late on a bill, ever. 20, 30 years, I ain't never been late. Because I anticipate problems like this. Who knows what the hell gonna happen? It's not like I have a conventional job or anything like that. It's not like, you gotta negotiate these things. Of course, who knows they're gonna lose their job? Shit, all them government people didn't know they were gonna lose their job. All them government people thought the shit was gravy. They thought that shit was gravy. Until they said, oh no, y'all all fired. Now look at them folks looking for jobs, trying to figure out what's going on. Okay. So they didn't anticipate them losing jobs. So that's all I'm saying. You never know if you're going to lose a job. You never know if anything going to happen. You never know if anything going to get higher or go skyrocket. You never know. So before we know, this is what we do know. We know that they finna raise prices up on our ass. We know that. So if you already got a heads up and you know prices gonna go up, you know that I don't know what else gonna go. I know food gonna go up. I know items gonna go up. Stuff we buy gonna go up. All that shit gonna go up. If you know that stuff is gonna go up, start negotiating now. Start lowering your costs now. Start lowering it to the point where it ain't gonna hurt you, but you done lowered it a little bit. You used to living on $100, try to live on 75. If you used to paying a car note, go negotiate with the car people. See if you can lower your car note. This is the cost of. I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating I'm gonna be paying more money. I make, just for example, I make $2,000 a month. If my bills come up to $1,700, and when everything start skyrocketing, now it's up to $1,900. That means I only got $100 to spend. So I'm anticipating before we get to the point where I'm mad and I can't pay my bills, and I'm mad and I don't have no extra money. I'm trying to negotiate what I can negotiate. The biggest score I got this month was them lowering my credit card bills from 1,000 to 400. That's the biggest score I could have made. Okay, that's the biggest score I could have made. That frees me up $600 that I can negotiate $600 somewhere. Okay, my mortgage. If I can renegotiate my mortgage rent. I told my girlfriend, I said, hey, you pay rent. You pay rent to your landlord. You need to go to your landlord right now. And you need to tell him, if I can't pay my rent, you ain't getting no money. And y'all know what I'm talking about. When you ain't got, they ain't trying to work with me, so I ain't trying to pay you nothing. Right? So I'm saying, go to your mortgage company now, go to your electric company now and ask them what are the options that you have if you run into problems paying your mortgage or you run into problem paying your electricity. What's my options? Can y'all do a loan modification? Can y'all defer me? Can that deferment work? What happens? Okay. So I'm just anticipating what can possibly happen because these tariffs is going to kill us. I ain't never, ever heard Walmart say they finna raise their prices until this week. I never heard that until this week, which tells me we finna get hurt. We finna start hurting. We go to the store, we spend 5 bags and that's $100. Now we're gonna be spending 2-3 bags and that's $100. Also, I went and I'm finna get that home chef, that home chef where I can get 5 meals of the day, 5 meals a week, and it costs me like $75, 5 meals a week for dinner. And seeing as how I only eat 2 meals a day, I eat breakfast and I eat dinner. That's how I'm gonna try to start. And everything else, I'm gonna eat fruit and stuff in between. I'm gonna try to figure it out. This is an excellent time to lose weight, an excellent time to do a lot of things. So I'm just looking at ways that we could possibly save electric, gas, water, the TV and Paramount and Hulu and all that other stuff. That shit add up. Freaking what is it? Netflix is $24. That's $20. Netflix 20, Paramount 10, Disney 10, all that add up to like $60-$70. And what if you took all of that away except one movie channel? You could put that $40 into a savings account. I got a savings thing in my car. I got a saving bin in my wheel well. It's a canister. I just put money and dollars and shit in there. I put money and dollars in there. So at the end of the year, I just save. Or if I want to run into a gas station and get a drink, or if I want to go to the gas or whatever, I take that change out of that bin and then I have that. Yeah, Tubi's is free. Tubi is free. I'm saying I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating everything going too high for me to afford just how I'm living now. Because how we living now? Yeah, Excel on a budget on Excel spreadsheet. Yeah, I can pull it up. I can pull it up. Let me see. Let me see if I got my let me see if I got my spreadsheet. Let me look. Because I'm telling you, I do this. I do this all the time. Wait a minute, how the hell do I find this? Let me see. Let me see. Where the hell is that budget? Where the hell is that damn electric budget? Because I swear I was looking at it the other day. Do I have my Google spreadsheet? Let me see. Hold on. Telling you. I put this shit together. Shit. I can't hold on. I can't really show you, obviously, but don't worry about it. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay. We finna black all of this out. Hold on. Permit cut. Hold on. Hide this. Here we go. This is my okay, hold on. Y'all hold on. Here, let me show you. I do this all I'm just gonna show you a porch one sheet. Okay, hold on. How do I get this? Let me hold on. Okay. Here's the first sheet. I'm just gonna show you the first sheet. This is my first sheet. See, budget, this is the ending budget. This is the first sheet. This is one of my first sheets. And that's all I'm gonna show you. I ain't showing you no more. But I have a budget. I budget everything that I have to, from beginning. Yeah. I mean, I don't have to start another one because I keep this continuously going, right? So I'm saying that's how I do it on Google spreadsheet. Everything I write down, and I don't use cash. That's the big thing. I don't use cash. I use the Cash App thing if I can, and I use credit debit cards. So I don't never touch cash. If I don't have to touch cash, I do. That's why I keep that cash thing in my car, just in case I end up with $1 to whatever. I just throw it in there because I don't never touch. I really don't deal cash, but I put everything on a spreadsheet. Every month I track it through my credit debit cards, everything, and then I have it downloaded onto this spreadsheet. How I use it on the other sheets. That's sheet number 1. Okay. And so you keep track of your money. You keep track of the money that way. So that's how I was able to acquire. I have a lot of things. Like a hoarder, but I have places that this stuff go. My daughters will come over and be like, "Mom, you have 2 what the hell are those things called? Ovens. Them ovens that be on your counter. I forgot what they call." She said, "Mom, you got 3-4 of them." I was like, "Yeah, I bought them on sale." I went to the what the hell is it called? The place where you get the used stuff from. You go and you buy used stuff and be used stuff in there. You know what I'm talking about. Goodwill. There it is, Goodwill. And if I see stuff in a box and it's new, I get it. That's how I save on buying stuff. So we're going to have to figure out how to keep track of your money. You keep tracking. Stop carrying cash. I don't carry cash for nothing. I try not to carry cash for nothing. People are like, "Why you ain't got no cash?" Because I don't really like to touch cash. I like to be able to track everything, every little spending thing. And at the beginning of April, when I decided I was going to talk to every person that I owed money to. Okay. Every person that I owed money to. Credit cards, car insurance. I told y'all my car insurance was $340, right? And I negotiated it down to $160, right? I told y'all that, right? That's another place where money got saved. I believe I'm gonna live good. I mean, I'm gonna live good, and they're not gonna make me short myself out. You know what I'm saying? Because the food and everything is going up. Okay, fine. Instead of me buying regular, ordinary food, then I'm just gonna have to be on a budget for that, right? Just gonna have to be on a budget because we spend so much money doing X, Y, and Z. I keep all my receipts, write that stuff down, or if I can keep track of it. I'm saying I'm giving you guys these tips that you can do every day. I just out of the blue, I called up the car people today. I called them up out of the blue. That's the one I did today. Called up the car people today. And I said, how can y'all help me if I can't pay my car note? What can I do? What can y'all help me with? Can y'all renegotiate my loan? Can y'all put my payments on the back end? Can y'all skip me from, help me not pay the note for a couple months, or how? They said, oh, we can't. They went off the line. They went off. Let me see how much you make. How much you bring in every month. Okay, so let me get off here, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna tell you what we can do for you. Okay, boom. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm one of those people. If you don't help me, we're gonna be messed up. You're gonna be messed up, because this is why I negotiated with the credit card company people. Because I told them, I said, hey, I got credit cards with y'all. Ain't that the same as a loan? Ain't that, it's just a different form of loan, right? So if a credit card is a different form of loan, why y'all just can't give me a loan? Y'all can take these credit cards back and then give me a loan. Give me a loan so I can pay the credit cards off, close the credit cards if that's what you want to do, and then let me have a loan. And then I'm current and we all good. I ain't behind right now, but I'm saying anything is possible. I can become debilitated. I become handicapped. Anything can happen. So I'm saying, what can y'all do to help me if I need it? That's what they said. We can get you down from 17% a credit card to 3%. And accordingly, I was like, okay, cool beans. That's in my back pocket just in case I need it. I want to make sure this is possible. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm one of those people. If you don't help me and I owe you money, you ain't getting no money. I ain't finna struggle to try to pay you. And I came to you. See, if I come to you and I say, hey, I owe you $500. I'm having trouble with the $500. Can you lower the payment? The payment is $100. Can you lower the payment to $50? Can you do something to help me? No, we can't do nothing to help you. We can't do nothing. When you tell me you can't help me and I'm telling you I'm having a problem, you ain't getting no money. It just is what it is. You ain't getting no money. Otherwise, you're going to help me somehow, some way. So credit cards and loans are the same thing. They're just two different products. Give me a loan, take the credit cards, and then we good. Shit, usually when you say it nicely or you do it a certain particular way, they'll help you. They'll help you. But you need to negotiate that stuff first so they know you're not coming out of the blue. You're not coming all of a sudden, you coming out, you finna be late and you know you finna be late. No, call them the day before you know you ain't got no money. You call them the day before you ain't got no money and say, hey, I'm having trouble paying this. I know I owe you. I want to pay y'all. I ain't never been late. I got a problem. Can y'all help me? And I know a lot of people going to have that problem. Specifically, small businesses finna get burnt up. This tariff stuff burnt up all the small businesses because they don't have 90-day supply. They can't wait for 90 days for stuff to show up, this, that, and the third. So they cooked. All these small businesses is cooked. They're going to start dropping them off like flies. And they done broke off all these government people. So what do you think the job market is going to be like? All them people out there getting unemployment. Then they're going to start looking for jobs. And then the job you got going to be in jeopardy because they got more skills than you. They got more education than you. Hell yeah, let me fire this motherfucker and maybe I'll hire these people. So I'm anticipating. For you get laid off, for you lose your job, for you can't pay nothing. Let's get this stuff together. Let's do what we got to do before they decide they finna let us loose or they gonna cut us to the wind or cut out our job or deport us or do any of those things. That's all I'm saying. Let's anticipate before. Make you a budget. Make you a schedule. I have a budget. I keep a budget. Okay. Before you get me, I'm going to be lined up. My shit going to be lined up. Every penny, I got to know where every penny go. From here on out, you got to know where every penny is going. You can't just be spending money willy-nilly. If you eat out 5 days a week, cut back from eating out 5 days a week. Eat out 3 days a week, and that's it. If you can move in, be a roommate to somebody, be a roommate to somebody. But anticipate what can happen within the next 2 or 3 months. You can always negotiate the car, the insurance, the rent, the mortgage, utility. You can negotiate them big things, the big things right there. As long as you can negotiate them big things, you should be okay. Negotiate them. Negotiate them now. I may have a problem. I don't know what's going on with it. And everybody know these freaking tariffs. Everybody knows shit is going up. So everybody, all these banks and all these motherfuckers, they already anticipate you coming over there not paying your bill. You want to hit them before you can't pay the bill. Help me now. Help me before the bills come. Help me before I get in trouble. I may get in trouble. I don't know whether I'm going to get in trouble, but I need help like now. I don't want to. I'm getting to the point where I can't pay the credit card. Help me now. And this is what I did. So I'm going to catch up to y'all in a month to see if I got all these deals going on. If they let me lower my credit cards from 1,000 to 400, let me skip over my car note for 4 months. They let me skip over my car note for 4 months. Whoo! Insurance went from $340 down to $160. Utilities, cool with that. Hey, turn the air on except and see this one. I already been doing this. Air conditioning. Turn the air on at 7 o'clock in the morning. No, turn the air on at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Turn the air on at 6 o'clock in the morning. Leave it on until 6 o'clock at night. Then turn it off for the whole night. And then don't turn it back on until 7. Or you do it the opposite way. I don't know how it works for you all. Turn it on from 6 to 10. And then 10 to 3. Or however you need to do it. But you need to regulate that air that goes into your house for the summer at 12 12-hour increments. 6 to 6. 7 to 7, 8 to 8, however you need to do it. You don't need the air on like you do at night in the daytime. You need the air on at night. Or before the sun really comes up, it starts to get hot around 9 o'clock in the morning. Turn the air on from 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night, or however you need to do it. 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. And then from 9 o'clock at night to 9 o'clock in the morning. However you need to do it. But that's how you got to save money. Okay, that's how you got to save money. Because ain't no way we're going to be able to save no money just by holding off the food. Because food. Everybody got to eat. Everybody has to eat. If you eating out, stop eating out. I'm going to order the Home Chef. I'm going to get online and I'm going to order that Home Chef and see how I can figure out how I can make the meal stretch to 7 days, right? From 5 days to 7 days. See if I can do that 7 days and then have one good meal during breakfast time, a big meal during breakfast, and then have dinner. That way I only have 1-2 meals, big breakfast, and then dinner. That way I'm saving money on that. Get rid of the Hulu. Get rid of all of them. You only got one channel that you got to watch. Oh, well, if you got to do that for a year, let's see what happens when we do it for a year. Let's see what happens. Your budget. You saw my budget. I have a budget. And I have a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet. Budget. Write down the bills. Write down the credit cards. Write down everything. And every month, do what the hell is it called? Snowball. If you got 5 credit cards, the smallest one, all the other ones, every last one of the credit cards that you got, if you got 5 credit cards, the 4 biggest ones, you pay the minimum balance. On that 5th one, the smallest one, you throw money at that until it's done. Once that's done, you got the other 4. Then you throw money at the second smallest one and then minimum the other ones. That's how I got out of debt. That's how I stay out of debt. That's how I anticipate getting out of debt, staying out of debt. But I'm just giving you all these tips. I'm just giving you the tips and these concerns because even me, when I make the money that I make, I still have tight budget. I still have things that I have to pay. I still have bills and taxes and things that I have to pay. So I'm just passing it along to you as to the things that I did to negotiate, renegotiated my loan, my mortgage. Damn sure renegotiated them credit cards. Thank you. Thank you. If they say yes, I'll be good. Car note. If they say yes on the car note, that'll help me out tremendously. Electric, gas, and water always can renegotiate interest. All of those things can be changed if you go to them honestly and say, I need help. Can you change my interest rate? That should be your first thing. Can you change my interest rate? Can you change that? You don't have to do nothing else. Can you change that? And see if you get it. 9 times out of 10, people know that we're getting close to a recession. They'll help you. They will do that. So, and then keep a spreadsheet, a budget. What you gonna spend? How much you gonna spend? Where's your savings? But most people can't say, you know what? I only say, well, I got one account. One. I ain't touched it in years. I put $3 a week in there. $3 a week. That's it. $3 a week. And I don't touch it. I never look at it. I just let it accumulate in one of those decently rated savings accounts. You know, the savings account where they give you money for putting your money in the savings. $3. I put $3 in there. I put an initial balance in there, and then I put $3 in there every week. $3, $3, $3. I don't know what it is. Don't care what it is. I ain't got no paperwork from it. I check the balance every once in a while. I see that it's going up, but that's it. Okay. This is a way to save money. A very small amount. $3, $3, $3, $3. Don't have to look at it. It's just $3. Right? So that's how I save, and I cut corners and I do things like that. So I don't really run out of money. Like my mother said, don't ever run out of money. Don't spend the last year dime. I'm just saying, don't spend the last year dime. And these are just tips that HQ give you in order to make your money flow better. And hopefully nobody gets fired, laid off, or whatever. But negotiate for the interest rate, negotiate for the length of the loan, negotiate. Everything is negotiable. All of these things. Now that we know that we're going to be into a problem with the money and the food, negotiate. Don't be afraid. I'll call up in a minute. I ain't gonna be able to pay my car note unless you help me. Unless you change. You either want to help me or you want me not to pay it. That's exactly how you go to them with. I ain't got the money to pay it. It's due on next Friday and I ain't got no money. What can you do to help me? I bet you they'll help you. I bet you they'll help you. And that's how you got to look at it. I bet you they're going to help you. So I'm just saying, try some of these tactics. Try some of these things. Because I got to update my budget for the month of June. These people ain't even paid me my tax return. Y'all believe that? I ain't even got my tax return back. They kept it since January. They told me they're going to tell me about it come June. I don't get it. What do you mean tell me about it till June? I got a couple racks coming. There you go. I'll talk to y'all again. I have another 30-day and another 30-day. A 30-day challenge in 30 days. Thank y'all for coming out. Please hit that like button. Thank you. Thank you. This is all HQ know. I will update y'all on everything that I talked about today and see if I got the deferments, see if I got the loan, see if I got the decrease in the limit, the decrease in the interest rate. I will update y'all when I have more information. But y'all do what y'all can to save money, because here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.